A controversial new movie that has sparked protests in several cities and even been condemned by the Pope opened tonight in Chicago. As Dorothy Tucker reports, some people gave it less than a warm reception.
Outside the Facets Theater, more than 300 protesters sang hymns and chanted prayers, while inside, a sold-out crowd watched the controversial movie Hail Mary, described as a modern-day story of the Virgin Mary.
Tu vas avoir un enfant.
It's an improv movie with a scripture concept, and we feel that these scriptures have been distorted, and there's a misleading type of perspective from the so-called art perspective.
Have you seen the movie?
Absolutely not. I don't take arsenic. I know it's poison, so why should I go in and give them my money?
Ever since it was announced that the film would be shown here, movie operators say they have received more than 1,000 negative telephone calls and at least a half a dozen bomb threats. But not that or tonight's protest has deterred them from showing what they argue is a serious film.
This is a very simple and a very touching film. It is not a film that in any way threatens the beliefs associated with the Catholic doctrine.
At Holy Name Cathedral, instead of picket signs, a packed congregation led by Joseph Cardinal Bernardine took part in a special prayer service. But those who actually saw the movie Hail Mary are far less emotional about the film.
It's just another Godard film, basically. I mean, it's moderately incoherent.
I thought it was rather boring, really. A convoluted plot, really.
Hail Mary is scheduled to be here for 11 days, but movie operators say if it's a big attraction, they'll extend the film. In response to that, some protesters say they intend to be here every day that the movie is shown, no matter how long it'll be here. Dorothy Tucker, Channel 2 News.
Well, we've already had our mini reviews, but Gene Siskel actually is one of the few critics who has actually seen Hail Mary. Is it worth all the fuss?
I don't think it's worth all the fuss. I think that the reactions we heard of a couple of the guys that came out there being bored, I think a lot of people are going to be bored by seeing it. However, I was actually moved by it in a strange way. It takes a modern story. It makes Mary a high school girl, Joseph a taxi driver. She has an immaculate conception. And what the film did for me was fill me with awe with just the very fact of birth. I think that's what this director is doing. He's saying that every birth is miraculous, that there is some God in all of us. Now those may not be traditional church doctrine feelings, but they can fill you with awe. And so I was moved by that. Maybe that's because I'm an expectant father and I had those feelings.
Not again, Gene Siskel. What about the demonstrations? We have just gone through that with the color purple.
Now that's a very good point. We're starting to get protests before the movies even open. Now you know what that means. They haven't seen the picture. Well, if you want to go through the world with your eyes closed, you can do it. If you don't want to be offended, keep your eyes closed and walk through it. See the movie or don't see the movie. I think the Cardinal did a brilliant thing. Pray. Don't pay for the movie, pray. That's a wonderful way to approach something like this. I think I think he comes out better than even the director on this.
Back to the movie just for a moment. One woman said she knows better than to take poison. If you went, would you be taking poison?
No, I don't think you'd be
boring yourself to death.
I don't think you would. You could be bored, as these young men were, and some people will be, or you could be moved by me. This is a very interesting filmmaker. This is a world-class filmmaker. This isn't just some hack trying to make a name for himself. And he's made a film I think you can have all kinds of reactions to. And I don't think the film is insulting. And I think Cardinal Bernardine is brilliant in what he's done with his service.
Well, thank you, Gene, and congratulations
on
that
thank you,
news. Hail Mary.